West Forsyth comes in at 2-2 overall, 2-1 in the region. Meanwhile, Northview, the Titans, 3-1 overall and 2-1 in the region. The head coach for the Wolverines, Adam Clack, in his second year, replaced the legendary Frank Hepler, who moved back to Florida. Clack coached at both Southeast Bullock and South Forsyth. 12 years coaching overall, football and wrestling as well. The boys from Cumming, well, how did they get here? 4 games overall. They started out with that 51-13 loss against Mill Creek, a very good Hawk squad. Kieran Hamilton playing very well in that one, growing 14 of 30, 218 yards, a touchdown, and a couple of picks. At Alpharetta, a tough defeat, 43-39. A good comeback, though. A 19-0 third quarter gave West Forsyth the 26-21 lead. In the end, though, not able to prevail. Then against Chattahoochee, a 45-27 win. At Habersham Central last week, a big effort from Hamilton, 5 touchdown passes. Eli Huggins with 5 sacks, and they downed Habersham Central 54-20. Meanwhile, Northview, they won at Duluth 28-23 in their opener. Very special Jair Anderson. We're going to hear a lot about him at 4 touchdowns against Habersham Central in the 54-31 win. Then North Forsyth 26-9, pardon me. That was 14-0 at the break. So Northview started out 3-0, and then the defeat last week at Johns Creek, a tough one at the end, up 21-20 in the fourth. They fell 23-21 on a late field goal. They're coached by Chad Davenport in his 5th year here, 19th year overall as a high school football coach. Davenport, an economics teacher, a UNC Wilmington grad, and a huge North Carolina Tar Heel fan. Last year, the Titans fell in the playoffs against Milton, looking to use that spread offense, that very good rushing attack. Their linemen, Ben Everett, Thomas Lee, extremely important up front. As for the defense of Northview, Joseph Macrina, also known as Chewy, vocal, he's the leader calling the plays, and Bo Jackson, the disruptive force. 5 sacks already, 1 return for a touchdown. West Forsyth's weapons are already mentioned, Kieran Hamilton. They also have Eli Huggins on defense, who's going to get some looks. Had those 5 sacks and 10 tackles against Habersham. Unreal. Also, a lot of other guys will develop as we get along in Grant Torgerson, Quan Miller, and we are moments away as Northview makes their entrance into the stadium. They are so far just 1-0 at home as they play a second home game to go with those 3 on the road. 6-4 last year. This is a neon out here at Northview Stadium. And it's a big game for Region 6. West Forsyth, as I said, 2-1. Northview also 2-1. You have South Forsyth and Lambert at 3-0. All teams in Region 6 in action tonight. Johns Creek at Centennial, Lambert at North Forsyth, Alpharetta at Habersham Central, and the Raiders trying to snap that sudden 2-game region losing streak. They won for about 3 years straight in the region. Unreal turn of events. And Chattahoochee at South Forsyth. Keys to the game. They're brief, but you see them there. Tempo on both sides. Coach Clack wants that tempo. Spread up tempo. Wants it both ways. He preaches run, ball control, and tempo. And ride the home momentum they built in those last 2 home games and bring it here on the road. For Northview, early intensity. Use that home crowd. And you see Jair through the air. Jair Anderson, he's a special one. He's only a 3-star, but Georgia Tech, Georgia, Cincinnati, Tennessee, and about 16 other colleges looking at the man that scored 4 times against Habersham. You think he's fast? Well, he's run a sub-4.4 40 as Anderson, the son of the great Cincinnati Bengal lineman in Willie Anderson. So we are ready to go. Northview about to kick off in the blue from right to left. You see West Forsyth, the Wolverines, wearing the white and the gold helmets. We had a Region 6 battle here last week on the NFHS Game of the Week on WSBTV.com. And Lambert on the road, winning at Alpharetta. Can West Forsyth follow that victory on the highway? Here we go. Underway, picked up at the 8. Up to the 20, has a hole. Looking to go the distance, only the kicker to beat. And what a start for the Wolverines. 20, 15, 10, 5. And just like that, 14 seconds in, The visitors get on the board. A phenomenal run back as you see them celebrate. Joey Congrove looking to play in college, and the junior showed just why there. Had that seam from the get-go right on about his own 30. Congrove busted through the hole and went the distance, hardly touched if he even was touched. Wow, you talk about a start. West Forsyth looking for some revenge. They were doubled up a year ago, 28-14 at home against Northview. Still lead that season series 2-1. And 14 seconds in, they get on the board. Extra point put up. That's good. 7-0 West Forsyth on WSBTV.com.
Very early in.
And back here on the campus of Northview High School, it is the NFHS Network Game of the Week on WSBTV.com. I'm Justin Hanover, and what a phenomenal start for the Wolverines. We had not had a first-half touchdown in 3 weeks here on WSBTV.com, and just like that, little lightning, little thunder, 14 seconds in. Joey Congrove.
Kicking off the Wolverines, 14, Bryce Jones. Back deep for the Titans.
Not even able to see Kieran Hamilton, as he's just going to have to keep that helmet off a little longer. We go the other way. High kick, short, fielded at the 5. Up to the 20, 25, 30. And good field position for the Titans as they come out for the first time. You'll see their quarterback, the junior, number 10, getting some last-second assignments from the head coach, Chad Davenport. Paul Miller has done a very nice job this year. We may see some of Colton McDaniel, who also was good a week ago. So you'll see if number 14 comes in, the sophomore, for Paul Miller, who is number 10. Spread offense, very good running team. Their linemen are powerful, and Ben Everett and Thomas Lee. Hand off to the left side, and good penetration for a loss of 3. Miko Wanze, the very fast sophomore, not doing any damage on that play. You'll see a lot, though. I mentioned Everett, the offensive player of the week against Duluth. He's their left tackle, looking to pursue an Ivy League playing career. Talk about smarts with the athleticism. Here's Anderson in the shotgun, barely a minute in. West Forsyth in the lead on the opening kickoff return. Miller fumbles it, tries to pick it up, surrounded by white jerseys, and that's a loss of 8, setting up the 3rd and 20.
Picked up by quarterback Paul Miller.
A rough start, both offensively and special teams-wise, for the home Titans. Eli Huggins there on the play. We'll hear Eli's name a lot. The junior with 10 tackles a year ago between these teams. Going to get some major looks. 5 sacks I mentioned against Habersham Central. 3rd and 20. Here's Miller. 3-man rush, simple pass. That's complete. Kyler McMichael. And again, good presence defensively to fill the gaps. Let him go east-west. And they take care of business defensively, leading to the punt from right around the 27-yard line.
Grant Torgerson makes the tackle. That'll bring up a 4th and long for the Titans.
No more DJ Pearson, the Arkansas State quarterback, the pro-style quarterback who was here a year ago. It's Paul Miller's job now. West Forsyth also had a high-quality quarterback in Hampton McConnell, who's at Georgia Southern. A lot of talent lost from a year ago. Nathan Schmitz, Grant Anderson for the Wolverines. Low line jive. It's going to bounce. And it dead ends right about the 40, so excellent field position for West Forsyth, who's already up by a touchdown. The Wolverines, 6-4 a year ago, missed the playoffs by the slimmest of margins, a tiebreaker. Their offensive coordinator, Sean Corey. Their defensive coordinator, David Rooney. As I mentioned, the head man, Adam Clack. Clack actually was the offensive coordinator here back in 2011. Then last year replaced Frank Hepler. We see Kieran Hamilton, number 9, the quarterback. He's had a very good season, over 1,000 yards through the air. He's getting better by the week.
Hand off to Quan Miller.
5 touchdowns last week against Habersham. Miller on that run, 14 of 19, 285 yards. A couple of weeks ago against Chattahoochee, 211 yards and 3 touchdowns. Here's Hamilton, gives it off again. Good defensive pursuit, sets up a 3rd and 5.
Correction, Quan Miller.
Quan Miller with a couple of carries. Miller had that late touchdown run against Chattahoochee in the 45-27 victory a couple of weeks ago. First passing opportunity now. Flags come down.
Penalty marker comes in prior to the snap.
If it's on the defense, that could be a first down via the penalty, and it looks like it is.
5-yard penalty for offsides against the Titans.
And they'll move the chains barely by about an inch, but a first down nonetheless. The first of the evening. We'll see West Forsyth with this spread up-tempo offense, run-pass option concepts. Multiple reads and checks. Whistles blow that play dead. And we will see at times a wildcat to switch stuff up.
This time the indication is against West for illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure, they'll give that right back, but obviously still a first down, 1st and 15.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 45, remains first down.
Like a typical 6A game, lots of talent. Little screen over the middle. Good yardage being picked up. And that'll be now a 2nd and 2.
The middle complete to number 88, Ben Bresnahan.
Ben Bresnahan had 5 receptions and 55 yards against Mill Creek. The sophomore with a good play here early on, less than 4 minutes in. Gain of 13 on the play. Here's Hamilton. Looks over. Not a bad spot to go up top. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Hamilton goes the other way, has a man. That's complete to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Austin Reed, the senior.
Number 23, Austin Reed.
What a great pass by Hamilton. Reed with a good route, in stride. And Reed on the board here, as he was 3 times against Alpharetta a couple of weeks ago.
Wolverines on to attempt the extra point.
You cannot ask for a better start here for West Forsyth. Looking to tack on another extra point. That is up, drilled through the uprights, and it's good. 14-0 West Forsyth, not even midway through the first.
6 left to go in the first. Score now, Wolverines 14, Titans.
And it's 14-0 Wolverines on top in a picture-perfect start. A kickoff return for a touchdown, a 3-and-out, and then a brilliant drive capped off by the Hamilton to Reed touchdown pass. As a second possession now for Northview. They try and get some sort of momentum down the left side and brought up to the 26-yard line. So that's where the home side will start. Talk about striking quick, and one of the keys to the game was ride that home momentum on the road, and that's exactly what West Forsyth is doing. Started off the season 0-2, looked really good back at home. Chattahoochee, Habersham Central, and a couple of blowouts, and they are keeping that momentum going right here and now from the get-go. We'll see Paul Miller for the second time. A couple of penalties early on for the boys in blue really shot themselves in the foot. Miller rolls to his right, rushes on, gets the corner, throws it deep, has a man. Down to the 35, a flag comes in, and going for the score. We'll have to see the flag if it holds up. If it does, what a response by Northview. And by all intentions, it looks like this will be coming back. We'll see the referee, Sean Camp, for the Multi-County Football Officials Association, and you see everybody walking back. Again, a third penalty. There are flags all over the field. One where the ball was caught, two in the backfield, and this thing's coming back.
That beautiful pass and catch for a touchdown appears to be coming back. Penalty is illegal man downfield against the Titans.
Illegal man downfield. I believe there were multiple penalties.
Illegal man downfield, which was declined.
That was declined. Offensive pass interference, and Northview moving all the way back. This thing's within the 15-yard line as they put it down right at the 13. Talk about a change of events.
That penalty puts the whole ball back all the way back to the Titan 13.
Officially a 1st and 18. I'm not sure if that is accurate. I don't believe it is. First down would be all the way up to the 36. Miller keeps it himself up the middle, swallowed up at the 15.
Option keeper by Miller.
Big time tackle.
At the line of scrimmage by number 38, Clint Hall.
Officially, Clint Hall gets the tackle. Clint with 6 tackles the last meeting between these teams, along with a sack. Also had 7 tackles and 3 sacks against Habersham. Here's Miller. Good, clean pocket. He's running around with it. Defense converges, and Miller down at the 22. Little flag football type play.
Good defensive coverage by the Wolverines.
Jordan Dreyevich came up. You see big number 43, the junior.
Third down and 14 for the Titans.
And another 3rd and long. It's not going to get it done for Coach Davenport in these 3rd and long situations. Titans need to make a play, get back in this thing. Here's Miller, rolls out. That's not going to get it done, even with the ball getting caught. Not nearly good enough.
Quick pass by Miller out to 19.
And that'll cause another punt as we get close to the midway point of the first quarter.
Gain of maybe 1, and it will bring up 4th and long for the Titans.
4th and long, and West Forsyth looking at some good field position once again. Heels dug in at the 7. Almost punted, and we're going to get a flag on that. There's the break that Northview needed. That should be a roughing, and that'll lead to a first down, I believe, for the Titans.
But there is a flag back at the point of the punt.
into the kicker. So with 5:41 to go in the opening quarter, 14-0 West Forsyth.
Correction, that penalty was personal foul, roughing the kicker.
And it was roughing the kicker. That's what I thought. So that will be a first down for Northview up to the 37-yard line. So basically, we're right around where we were moments ago before all the penalties, going both ways. That's the break possibly Northview needed. Single receiver down below. Trips up top, handoff over right tackle, and that's going for some yards. Good run by Emeka Wanze, the speedy sophomore, first down in plus territory.
He is knocked out of bounds by Wesley Ross. But that
Good job by the boys up front. Ben Everett, Thomas Lee, and the rest of that offensive line. Right on the 42. See Kyler McMichael, number 7. Kyler's worn number 5 before, but he's number 7 down below. Handoff, gang tackled, and no gain.
Tackled immediately there by number 58, Aaron Wagner.
Joseph Macrina, he'll come on in. Chewy, such a good linebacker.
Makes it second down and 11.
Officially a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. 3 receivers, just 1 up top. Little pitch, and a big hit by West Forsyth. They are bringing the lumber today. Eli Huggins, number 29, all over that play. And another 3rd and long for the Titans.
Gain of maybe 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Jordan Dietz, the senior wide receiver, comes in. Haven't seen anything from Jair Anderson, who's wearing number 19 tonight. Anderson up top, trips up top. Single receiver down below, and McMichael. 3rd and 9. Here's Miller. He's going to throw it up, has a man, and dropped by Anderson. Not sure if that would have been good enough for the first anyways. He would have been a yard shy. At least they could have gone for it then, but now it's forcing a punt situation.
That incomplete pass brings up 4th and 9 for the Titans. Ryan Williams back deep to punt.
Trying to pin West Forsyth in. And that's a bouncing one. No rush, though. Does he get the coffin corner? Not a bad one. We'll see where that's marked. Referee's hand is up. How far does he go? That'll be with a Wolverine start. And he's out to the 14-yard line. So a good job on that punt.
By Williams.
West Forsyth will get another crack at it. With the 14-0 lead.
Wolverines with the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 14.
Handoff, breaks, sheds 1 tackler. Good hard run.
Handoff to number 2, Grant Torgerson.
He picks up a couple of yards, does Grant Torgerson.
Cameron House.
Torgerson had a touchdown against Mill Creek. Last meeting between these teams, 8 carries, 76 yards. Torgerson, the junior, 861 yards and 5 touchdowns this season ago. Hamilton barking out the signal, 2nd and 6. Kiernan, little swing, pitch. Good hole opened up, and that'll be another first down to the 26. Torgerson tackled by Ricardo Young, the senior. The offensive line really mashing some holes. You see big number 77 defensively. That's Bo Jackson. He's a big boy. Jackson tries to get over. Play fake, though, and that's incomplete. Good job by Hamilton. Sucked the defense in. Not able to complete the play, though, as there was somewhat of a rush on. 2nd and 10. West Forsyth immediately goes to the line. 4 receivers, trips up top. Hamilton beat out Hank Flood to get the job. There's another run over left tackle, picks up 8, setting up now a 3rd and 2 at the 38. Quan Miller again on that run, the senior.
Ball now out to the 33-yard line, 3rd and 2.
West Forsyth keeping it mainly on the ground. They preach that run, some tempo on both sides. Hamilton is going to take it himself, goes over left tackle, gets the surge, another 1st down for the Wolverines.
Quarterback keeper by the Wolverines. Ricardo Young and Bo Jackson make the tackle.
Again, Young and Jackson on the tackles.
1st and 10 West.
West Forsyth looking to build on this lead. Up the middle. A gain of 3.
Quarterback keeper.
Again, Hamilton moonlights as a punter.
Joseph Macrina there to make the stop.
Macrina credited for the tackle. Chewy. We approach 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. This time he gives it off. Good hole up the middle. Linebackers do enough, though, to limit the damage for a gain of a couple. Quan Miller on that carry. Sets up about a 3rd and 5.
Jackson once again on the stop for the
Young and Jackson again being busy.
Bring up 3rd down and 5.
3 receivers on the near side, 1 up top. Hamilton. Here's Kiernan, the snap. Looks to his right, throws, possession pass. Picks up enough for the 1st down, over midfield. And it's the 3rd 1st down on the drive for the Wolverines as they methodically move this thing up the field.
Kevin Sikowski and Chike Odeluka with the tackle.
And I believe that was Zach Burns on the reception. Again, straight to the line, not letting any substituting defensively. 1.5 minutes to go opening quarter. Handoff up the middle. Gain of 2.
Goes to Quan Miller.
That's Miller.
Big Brock Madison there to make the tackle.
Brock Madison, the defensive player of the week against North Forsyth. The sophomore play a little tight end and defensive end.
2nd down and 9.
Final minute, opening quarter. Little inside screen, that's complete. Good block. It'll set up a 3rd and 3.
Once again, Brock Madison is there to make the tackle.
That's Miller on the catch. So Quan doing it running and receiving. Ben Bresnahan checks out.
3rd and 4.
3rd and officially 4. Good drive so far, led by Kiernan Hamilton. Looking for their 4th 1st down. Gives it off, up the middle, 1st down and more. Rumbling down to the 30-yard line. There's Torgerson, not afraid to go up the middle. You'll see that a lot from Grant.
Number 33, Cavante Hughes with the tackle.
Cavante Hughes credited with that tackle.
1st down.
Final seconds, opening quarter. West Forsyth really looking to put the hammer down. Torgerson, gain of maybe a yard on what should be the final play of the opening quarter.
Sikowski once again on the tackle.
Kevin Sikowski on the tackle. 5 seconds remaining. Can they get a snap off? Doesn't look like so. What a great 1st quarter for West Forsyth. A kickoff return for a touchdown, a bomb for a touchdown, and they lead this one 14-0 and driving.
Titan boosters mark your calendar.
And welcome back to the NFHS Network Game of the Week on WSBTV.com. We do it every Friday night. We've had some really good ones so far as we get into the second month of our schedule. I'm Justin Hanover. Ian Harris on the, not Ian Harris, Ian Russell. Who am I kidding? I know Ian Harris is a friend. Ian Russell, double reverse here on the cameras. Corey Steinecker producing, running the program. No gain on a little trickeration. And that's maybe the first negative play so far for West Forsyth. Dexter Carter, tackle by Chewy. 3rd and 11 on the 31. Potential 4-down territory. Wolverines with a Joey Congrove kickoff return and a Hamilton to Austin Reed bomb. Here's Hamilton. Throws it, blocked. Batted down. You see big number 77 and Bo Jackson. Interesting situation now. Field goal would be about a 48-yarder. That's long. Tough to punt from here, but also 4th and 11 is a long distance. Looks like Hamilton's going to stay in. Trips on the bottom on the near side. Single receiver up top. Hamilton takes the snap. Good pocket. Lot of time. Throws it up just off the hands. Remember that play. That is a big potential turning point. Off the hands of, I believe that's Zach Burns. That could have been 20-0, 21-0. And it stays at 14 and we're going the other way for the Titans. Big play right there. A ton of credit to that Wolverine offensive line. Hamilton had plenty of time. 3, 4, 5 seconds. We'll see if Paul Miller can get something done. Handoff, double reverse. Going to Anderson, trying to get Jair involved with that speed. And a good tackle, gain of 4 in the end. Defensively, West Forsyth with a good job to avoid the big play. Jair Anderson, a sub 4.40, so you know he can run. Certainly a lot faster, one would think, than his dad, Willie. 12 of his 13 years with the Cincinnati Bengals, 4-time Pro Bowler. Miller gives it off. Good blocking up ahead, and that's a first down. Wanze using his speed. Preston Sanders on the tackle. Northview needs a sustained drive. Little momentum in their corner. They were punched in the mouth in that first quarter. They need to respond. Miller switching up his cadence, looking on over to the sideline. You see McMichael down below with, I believe, Anderson. Single receiver up top. Miller gives it off. Good job defensively, stepping up on the play. And Wanze not able to do any damage. I think Sanders again stepped up.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. Miller rolls left. He's going to take it himself. Strung out. 4-yard gain. 3rd and 6. Paul hesitant to throw it a bit. Credit to the defense with the coverage. Luke Lingo's back there.
Ball sits at the 45-yard line, 3rd down and 7.
Luke's a corner, had 4 rushes last week for 14 yards, I should say last meeting a year ago. Cover 2 defense, 3rd and 7. Here's Miller, plenty of time, good pocket set. Rolls to his left again, and he's going to be short. Interesting. Paul liking going to that side where it's tougher to turn your body and throw from. So it's a 4th and right around 4. Eli Huggins on the stop, and that'll set up another punt for the home Titans.
Ball was ruled out of bounds at about the 48.
We'll see Ryan Williams again.
For the Titans, that'll bring in Ryan Williams for the punt.
South of 9 minutes to go, opening half. 14-0 Wolverines. That was the margin after the first quarter. Frankly, that was the margin 4 minutes in. Good snap. Williams, low line drive. That's going to bounce. Scoot out of bounds right around the 15-yard line.
By Williams, goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Just for setup, 1st and 10.
Coming in, Coach Clack, as I mentioned, preached running the ball and tempo on both sides. So far, so good. They've had a nice rushing attack. The tempo's been there. Hamilton, you see the 4 receiver set once again, 3 down below. Only 2 defenders on that far side, and they go exactly there. Good play call to see exactly who is open, and that's to Burns. Very well done. That's a 1st down. 2 defenders against 3 receivers. Well developed, well designed play as they get up to the 28. Now they switch, trips up top. Hamilton in the eye. Miller goes to the right. And a tackle for a loss of 3.
And he is met in the backfield by number 8, Big Cameron House.
Cameron House, the senior, with a good defensive play.
2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12. Hamilton, quick toss. Ooh, miscommunication. Receiver running a go route, not knowing that ball was coming right at him. Looking for Austin Reed, who scored that touchdown earlier. Austin against Alpharetta. I mentioned the 3 touchdowns. He also had 4 receptions in all for a $154. 3rd and long, rare situation for West Forsyth. 3rd and 12. Actually, last drive they had that long 4th down. Going deep, has a man. And that is complete down to the 31-yard line. And look who it is once again, Mr. Reed. Big time play.
Big pass completion moves the ball down into Titan territory at the 32. 1st and 10 West.
Hamilton to Reed on fire here. A couple of 40-yard or so plays. Trips down below, single back, single receiver up top. Little handoff. That's a good run play for 8. Grant Torgerson. So all the weapons are on display tonight.
Ball just inside the 26.
Extremely dominant quarter and a half so far for West Forsyth. Handoff up the middle. Better that time defensively, but still a 1st down. And it looks like they may measure. Right at the sticks.
Official timeout on the field. For a measurement.
Official timeout.
Jets feature is the official concession stand feature of this evening for Northview football games. Gets his directly on and operated and right down the street from Northview.
You see a referee, Steve Camp in the white hat. He's walking away from it. There he is. And that is going to be, oh boy. What is that, 2 inches short?
Looks like it's just
3rd and inches. Not a bad spot to fake a little handoff and go up top and get to Reed. Figure on 4th down, you can always pick up the 2 inches. Dangerous situation. Last week in that 54-20 win over Habersham Central, the interesting and ironic stat of the day that West Forsyth actually, in terms of plays, only 52 compared to 79 by Habersham Central. I guess when you strike quick, that's what can happen. Hamilton, he is going to go up top and has a man, and he overthrows him. Open by about 10 yards was Burns.
Number 80, Zach Burns. Overthrown, that'll bring up 4th down.
And was that Austin Marshall in the game? I believe that was the backup quarterback in Austin Marshall who just ran off the field. Now's your situation, 4th and a couple of inches. Run a little wildcat. All the blockers in a little goal line type formation. That's good enough for the 1st down. Gain of a couple of yards. Torgerson will pick it up. Good football. I'll tell you, you have that 3rd and inches. You had a man up top. You just missed him. Then on 4th down, you have the confidence you can easily pick that up, and they do. Very impressive first half by the Wolverines. You see a couple of running backs in there. Torgerson, Miller. Hamilton's going to fake the throw, give it off. Hole on that right side. And Torgerson gets all the way down to the 6. Offensive line just opening up a hole that a truck can go through. Kevin Siatowski comes in defensively. Northview's going to take a timeout, try and settle this thing down. A couple of big-time 3rd downs converted by the visitors, and they are in business 1st and goal from the 6 with that 2-touchdown lead. They were down 17-0. Remember to Mill Creek at the end of the 1st quarter. They were down pretty big at Alpharetta before they came down and had that 19-0 3rd quarter. They were beating Chattahoochee 31-0, and they blew out Habersham Central. So West Forsyth has seen it both ways. They've been down a bunch. They've been up a bunch. They've sort of run the gamut here in 2015. And it looks like they are very much improving as a team. An impressive road victory in comeback fashion by Lambert a week ago at Alpharetta. And West Forsyth just looking to go wire to wire tonight. And I mean that literally from the first play on. So 1st and goal. Hamilton gives it off. Clay Crocker, I believe. And Crocker will pick up a couple.
At the line of scrimmage by a host of Titans.
Alex Ikoku, the senior, coming in defensively.
Ball being placed down on the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. We get close to the midway point of the 2nd quarter. 3 receivers, 2 down below, couple of running backs. You see Quan Miller to the right. Gives it off though to Torgerson. Titans stiffening up defensively. Gain of 1 down to the 3. Wholesale changes offensively. 3 in, 3 out. And Bresnahan, the big receiver, he checks in. Receivers from the right shuffling all the way down to the left. See if the defense can recover. McMichael gets over there. In the Wildcat, trying to drive in, and does Grant Torgerson get in? Arms go up, and he does. The 3rd touchdown of the night, the 1st for Torgerson. So the Wildcat works to perfection.
Wolverines will now line up for the extra point attempt. 13, Bryce Jones into the kick.
Bryce Jones a perfect 7 for 7 against Habersham with the extra points. Looking to go a perfect 3 for 3 tonight. Plenty of leg. It's up, and it's good. 21-0 Wolverines in control on WSBTV.com.
Bryce Jones to kick for the Wolverines.
Bryce Jones looking to kick off after that extra point. 21-0 West Forsyth. All about the Wolverines tonight. Northview really needs to get something going because they are being outclassed in a major way. Kickoff picked up at the 8. Up to the 20, 25, slips and falls at about the 28. That's where the Titans will take over. A couple of scores early on from around the state of Georgia. Hillgrove with a 19-7 lead over Marietta in the second quarter. South Cobb 3-0 over Noonan. And to round out the Cobb Football Friday, Sprayberry with a 20-0 advantage over North Atlanta.
First and 10 Northview.
Miller again rolls to the left, sort of lollipops it out, gives the defense some time to react, and absolutely swallowed up. A loss of 2 on the play. Lanier with a 7-0 early lead. Callaway on top of Troop 29-3. Calhoun shutting out Ringgold 26-0. Second and let's call it 13. Here's Miller again in the shotgun. Trips down below. Paul looks that way. Scrambling this time to the right. A lot of white jerseys come on. And that's incomplete. Very good defense played. You saw Congrove, who's done it all tonight. Or pardon me, that was 20 on the offense. And Jordan Dietz. And it was Congrove defensively. It was 20 on 20. Wesley Ross out there. 3rd and long. Northview's lived in these situations, but not very well so far. Good pocket, three-man rush. Miller heaves it up. And that's incomplete. Not a bad pass. Not able to hook up, though, in the end with Dietz.
Number 20, Jordan Dietz.
Leads to another punt.
Well defended there by number 24.
Mill Creek with a 7-0 lead at the end of a quarter.
That will bring up
Vidalia on top of Groves, 28-0. Archer, wow, shutting out Parkview, 28-0 after a Bearden 2-yard run. So Archer, after that defeat a couple of weeks ago to Grayson, looking to get back at it. And Parkview's actually looked real good at times of late. Archer taking care of business. Here's Williams again, punting now from the 13. Good longer distance punt, fair caught at the 40.
Fair catch made at the 40 by number
That's
6.
Garrett Broxson. Broxson had a touchdown against Chattahoochee with 6 receptions.
Don't forget
A couple of receptions, 81 yards, and a score against Mill Creek.
Association will be serving up Jets Pizza, Chick-fil-A, burgers, hot dogs, and baseball Coca-Cola products.
Taking a look around Region 6 in the second quarter, Lambert with a 14-7 lead over North Forsyth, and Alpharetta on top of Habersham, 20-13. First down from the 40. Hamilton putting on a clinic early on along with that offense. Gain of 2.
And off up the middle by the Wolverines.
We approach the 4-minute mark to go opening half. 21-0 Wolverines. Joey Congrove with a kickoff return on the opening kickoff. Hamilton then found Austin Reed from about 40 yards out. Grant Torgerson in the Wildcat with a 3-yard run moments ago. Hamilton's going to keep it himself, fakes it, keeps it himself. First down to the 49 of Northview.
Kevin Sikowski on the tackle.
Sikowski credited with a tackle, but not after a gain of right around 10.
The ball into Titan territory at the 49, and that's a first down to West.
You talk about the potential perfect first half. If you're West Forsyth, you drive this thing down, you score, do not leave any time left for Northview. If you can go in by 4 scores at the half, picture perfect first half that would be. Hamilton throws. That's complete. Gain of 5.
With the pass. Beautiful one-handed grab by number 23, Austin Reed.
Austin Reed doing it again with a great grab. Sets up a 2nd and 5. Hamilton gives it off. There's Miller. Zipping back and forth
Pitch out to Quan Miller.
to the 41, 3rd and 2.
Slowed up by Sikowski. Finished off by Dexter Carter.
Dexter Carter credited on the tackle. End of 1 quarter. Collins Hill with a 35-0 lead. Wow. The Eagles on fire. Third and short, 2.5 to go. Each team with 3 timeouts. Torgerson breaks the initial defender, gets over for the first down, and that is a frustrating play if you're Northview. They had a chance in the backfield, but Torgerson rumbles for the first.
Makes the tackle, but that's good enough for another West first down.
Very lopsided first half indeed.
First and 10.
Coach Davenport's going to need to make a lot of adjustments. Ball up top and a flag's coming in. Certainly, it appears defensive interference. Austin Reed had a path to go get that, and a couple of defenders just took him down. Referees huddling up. Steve Camp again of the Multi-County Football Officials Association. is holding on the defense.
Holding against the defense.
Another first down now. Ball spotted at the 28. Thanks for joining us here on WSBTV.com. I'm Justin Hanover. We do it every Friday night. Inside handoff. There's Miller. Busting through for another first down. Right around the sticks to the 18.5.
Number 8, Cameron House makes the tackle for the Titans.
Cameron House with another tackle.
Ball inside the 20 to almost the 18. Short of the first down.
And they're going to call it short. So 2nd and inches as we approach a minute and a half to go in the opening half. Hamilton, play fake, goes up top and out of bounds. But again, I love the call. You know you can always pick up 2 inches. You have 2nd and about inches. Why not take a crack at it? You can take another crack at it here.
31 left in the half.
Just imposing their will tonight is West Forsyth. Losing Hampton McConnell, Nathan Schmitz, Grant Anderskow. Look like a well-oiled machine, and that's a loss of a yard. That throws a little monkey wrench in the equation to Torgerson. So instead of inches, it's now 4th and 2. Still, I would think a go-for-it type situation for Coach Clack. We get down to the minute mark. In the Wildcat again, they scored out of this. The reverse off the Wildcat. Can he get the corner? And that is going to be close, and I think short. Good job by Northview to string them out, and they turn it over on down. So a glimmer of hope. West Forsyth cruising down the field, and a couple of plays from short distance, they cannot pick it up. They try a little trickeration, and it does not work. So with 49 seconds to go, all 3 timeouts remaining, how aggressive is Coach Davenport going to get here? You haven't done much at all offensively. Paul Miller has not looked very comfortable throwing the ball. May serve you best to be conservative in this time frame at your own 20. And they switch quarterbacks. Colton McDaniel now in.
And off up the middle to Amico Wanze.
Wanze with a couple of yards. Looks like both teams content to just get in the locker room. Eli Huggins.
2nd down and 7.
McDaniel, the sophomore.
No, I know you got to get in through here.
22 seconds remaining. Clock is stopped. Each team still, like I said, 3 timeouts. And there's a timeout called by Northview, so they'll have 2 remaining.
Synergy CrossFit is John Street's premier fitness and athletic training facility.
I don't think they called a timeout to try and continue this drive.
Through high-intensity workouts in a safe and efficient manner. Synergy provides group classes for members to train in a fun and .com. Functional fitness, functional life.
More than likely one more snap and we'll be at the break. And more than likely it'll be West Forsyth with the 21-0 lead. Very impressive first half. Torgerson and Burns and Hamilton, Miller, certainly Austin Reed, Eli Huggins, Joey Congrove. I'm not sure West Forsyth could play a much better half than they've played. Extremely impressive. they probably would say they should have had another touchdown at least. They did turn it over in downs there. They turned it over on a 4th and 11 earlier in this quarter on a pass that could have been completed down towards the goal line. So I'm sure the coaches will pick them apart, thinking we could have had more points. But all in all, what a great first half by the visitors in white.
22 seconds remaining in the first half.
We'll see if McDaniel, who's in here, is in for a final 2-minute type drill, or if this is his game now to try and come back after Miller played most of the first half. McDaniel, he's going to air it out. Colton throws it up. That's dropped by Anderson.
Pass by Grayson McDaniel is attempted to
16 seconds to go, 3rd and 7. All 3 timeouts remaining for West Forsyth. So if they can get a stop here, they can at least force a punt. Who knows? Bad snap, bad punt, you never know.
16 seconds remaining, now 3rd down.
McDaniel now in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, throws it up, complete. And that should just about kill it. 8 seconds to go. First down up to the 39. Good job there by McDaniel. He found Kyler McMichael. Probably the best play of the half, at least yardage-wise, it appears.
Completion is good enough for Northview. Takes first down.
Clock's going to run. 5 seconds to go. 1 second remaining, and they are not going to get it off. Well, they said they got it off. That'll be complete. In the end, complete to Jordan Dietz. Not sure they really got it off. No harm, no foul, and what a great first half for the Wolverines. We go into the locker room. West Forsyth with a 21-0 lead. It all started 14 seconds in on a Joey Congrove kickoff return for a touchdown. Then Kieran Hamilton in an impressive half. A bomb to Austin Reed. He went the distance. And then Grant Torgerson in the Wildcat in the second quarter. And we will be back in about 20 minutes as West Forsyth, the 21-0 lead here on WSBTV.com.
I went to quality orthodontic care for my Invisalign. I felt very confident going into their office because they're the top 1% provider for Invisalign in North Georgia. Although they're most famous for their Invisalign, they also offer regular braces as well. They have the latest technology and only use 3D imaging that allows them to be impression-free.
When I went into quality orthodontic care, I was excited to find out my treatment would go properly because the new hands-free device had an accelerator.
With the help from Dr. Black, now I have a straighter, more confident smile.
And welcome back to the NFHS Network Game of the Week on WSBTV.com. Thanks for joining us. I'm Justin Hanover, and we're about to begin the second half. It's been all West Forsyth, the Wolverines, with a dominant first half performance, and they lead the Titans by the score of 21-0. Joey Congrove with a kickoff return, the opening kickoff to set the tone. Then Hamilton found Austin Reed from 40 yards out, and Grant Torgerson in the Wildcat with a 3-yard touchdown run to cap the scoring midway through the first half. Taking a look at some of the statistics, you'll see it's clearly a Wolverine domination. The first downs there, 12-3, no punts at all for West Forsyth. They had a couple of times they went for it on fourth down, did not convert, so they did not need the punter out there. Individual stats, Grant Torgerson, 14 carries, 63 yards and a touchdown. Quan Miller with 31 yards on the ground. Meanwhile, Kieran Hamilton, 129 yards through the air, 10 of 15 with a touchdown. And Austin Reed caught 3 of them, including 1 touchdown. Had another big play as well, as he had 3 receptions and 88 yards. Northview, they struggled. Paul Miller, who was sort of replaced in that last minute. Well, not sure if Miller's going to start here. We'll take a look. Colton McDaniel a little bit more effective, but Miller just 3 of 6 for 4 yards. And we also had Emeka Wanze, 7 carries for 26 yards, 21 of those coming on 1 carry. Taking a look at some inside the state of Georgia scores in Region 6. Lambert with a 14-7 lead at North Forsyth. Johns Creek and Centennial tied at 14 at the break. Alpharetta and Habersham Central tied at 20. Look at that, the Raiders really struggling. And it's all South Forsyth as they are beating up on Chattahoochee at home 26-0. Some other scores, Roswell a 14-3 lead over Milton. Collins Hill 49-0 over Meadow Creek. Archer shutting out Parkview 28-0. Mill Creek 7-0 over a struggling North Gwinnett side. And Mays and Lovejoy were scoreless earlier on. We get ready for the second half. West Forsyth with the kickoff. They have had a bunch already, and we'll see what kind of adjustments Chad Davenport has in store as his Titans were handled in that opening half. Jair Anderson not doing much at all. Had a couple of drops. The offense not able to get in any sort of a rhythm. Northview next plays after their week off, South Forsyth and at Lambert. Meanwhile, West Forsyth, they are off as well next week. They will then be at North Forsyth and at home against South. Second half action. Toe about to meet leather, and we are underway. High kick fielded right around the 10. To the 20. On the outside and taken up to the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Preston Sanders. It's a great crowd, a beautiful 60-degree night. Had some rain earlier with some clouds, and that's kept everything nice and cool, but certainly not too cold. Just another great Friday night in the state of Georgia. First play from scrimmage, and it is McDaniel who is still in there. Wanze with a rush for about 2. Great job once again by the Wolverines, not letting that speed of Wanze get to the outside.
Makes the tackle for the Wolverines. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Northview certainly needs some momentum. They need a rhythm here. Trying to go over left tackle again, Wanze. Good run. Right around 5 yards. And it's a 3rd and 1. Jackson Brantley.
3rd and 1.
They need to pick this up. And a good surge by the offensive line does such.
Once again, Wanze, the ball carrier.
They need little battles, do the Titans. Little battles at a time to work their way back into this thing. They just passed that first test by getting the first down. Once again, McDaniel, the backup quarterback, taking over for Paul Miller. Miller just 3 of 6, 4 yards in the opening half. McDaniel, handoff. Going to the outside, Wanze. Good job defensively, stringing Wanze out. No gain.
No gain on the carry.
Next week, I believe, will be with Roswell and Walton. Talk about a big one. A couple of teams that are playing some very good football. Whistles blow in what's been really a clean game. Not many penalties. We see the timeout there from Northview, but a very clean game. The Titans, their biggest play, about a 70-yard pass play, though, wiped out via the offensive interference. That was the one penalty which really stuck out in the first half.
Twisted Taco. Twisted Taco specializes in top-shelf Tex-Mex cuisine featuring California-style burritos.
So you talk about the keys we spoke of earlier, and one of them was West Forsyth to really carry that home momentum here on the road. And they did just that, scoring right off the bat, imposing their will on Northview for pretty much the entire first half, as they made this away game sort of into a home game, limiting the crowd of the Titans. Limiting Jair Anderson, not letting Paul Miller do anything. Wanze. I'd say the best player on the field for Northview may have been Bo Jackson. With those 5 sacks on the year, 1 return for a touchdown. Big number 77. 2nd and 10 now. McDaniel rushes on, throws it up. And even if he catches it, that's going to be a loss. Out of bounds.
Pass attempt by the Titans is
Evan Siders. Sophomore quarterback playing wideout. Jackson Davenport just subbed in for, so he is not on in this 3rd and long. Wanze in the backfield with McDaniel. Another big 3rd down. Couple of receivers on each side. Here's McDaniel. Good pocket, plenty of time. Holds it, throws short. That's not going to get it done. Penalty flag is down. Wanze on the reception. We'll see what this is about. Illegal man downfield on the offense. So the Northview problems continue. It would be 4th down, so do you decline this penalty and make it a 4th and 3? Or would you pin your ears back? I don't think you would. Looks like they are. So they're going to accept that penalty.
Penalty is 5 yards from the original line of scrimmage.
Interesting.
Moves the ball back to the 37.
Back to the 37. They're going to give McDaniel another shot here. So instead of the 4th and 3, they'll have a cover 3, it looks like. Well, they move all around and shift. Cover 2. McDaniel, obvious passing situation, fakes the handoff, throws it. That's complete to Anderson. And that decision backfires. Jair, the 1st down to the 41. A rare time in plus territory. So a very interesting decision by the coaches. Remember that. Could have been a 4th and 3. More than likely a force a punt. Some would say they got a little greedy there, and it backfired, and it may have gotten Jair Anderson going a little bit now. Pivotal point potentially in this game with almost 9.5 remaining in the 3rd. Handoff up the middle and great penetration.
Handoff in the backfield to Wanze. He's met immediately in the backfield by number 46, Jackson Brantley.
Jackson Brantley all over Wanze. The junior getting inside. Officially a loss of 1. McDaniel in the shotgun. Pocket looking to collapse. McDaniel outside, rushes on, and he's going to get throwing it up. Talk about a sophomore mistake potentially.
McDaniel under pressure.
McDaniel just throwing it up in the middle of the field. Fair game for anybody.
Intended receiver appeared to be Amico Wanze.
And McDaniel looking down at his hand. Left hand. 3rd and 11. Very lucky to still retain possession are the Titans.
3rd and 10 Northview.
Dietz is going to check in. He'll be with Anderson on this near side. 3 receiver set. Cover 2 defense. See if they pin their ears back and come after McDaniel. 4-man rush. Middle of the field's open. It's going to close down. McDaniel rumbling just shy of the first down. 4th and right around 2. A good situation to go for it, though, right here. Colton rushed up the field for 9 to make it a 4th and manageable.
Ball is placed at the West 33, just short of the first down, 4th and 2.
Dietz goes from right to left. Single receiver all the way down at Anderson. Wesley Ross on the coverage on Anderson down below. Handoff. First down. And Wanze picks up 4 and gets to the 28. The Titan crowd finally with something to cheer about here on this opening drive of the second half. McDaniel, good pocket set, plenty of time. Colton throws it up, has a man, and drops. Tough play, but Anderson, upset with himself, cannot come down with it. It would have been 6.
Nice defensive play by number 18, Wesley Ross.
Ross on the coverage, a chance to potentially pick it off, and Anderson just upset with himself.
2nd down, Northview.
We'll see if McDaniel goes back this way. Congrove shifting over a little bit towards Anderson. They're going to run, keep it up the middle, scooting right to left.
Hand off to Wanze.
Maybe a yard, sets up a 3rd and long.
Up in the backfield by Aaron Wagner. Short gain of 2 will bring up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. McDaniel again calling the signals. He's going to give it off for the handoff straight up the middle. Interesting call. So now it sets up a 4th and 5. Wanze not getting past that 25, past the initial wave. Down 21, 4-down territory, one would think. And it's a long 4th and 5 or a short 4th and 6. Finally, a good drive. McDaniel needs to keep this going as Anderson coming inside for the potential slant reception. And the pressure's on. McDaniel flush to his left, fumbles. Either way, that's a West Forsyth ball on their own 39-yard line. They'll recover, and the quality drive goes for naught by the Titans. Bend but not break defense in the end does enough, and West Forsyth will take over. All because of the good pressure initially off the ball. They forced McDaniel out of the pocket, out of his comfort zone, and that led to the turnover. Hamilton, a 2-back set, couple of receivers down near side. Gives it off. Crocker. And Clay with a loss of a yard.
Big hit in the backfield by 44, Brock Madison.
Brock Madison, the sophomore, credited with a tackle. Here's Hamilton, throws it up, has a man on a semi-wheel route. Very pretty route That's complete. Zach Burns. Very impressive formation. And little wheel route to the outside.
That completion is good enough for a West first down.
Again, a two-back set. Couple of receivers down low, one up top. We approach the midway mark of the third quarter. Single coverage up top if Hamilton chooses to go that way. Here's Kiernan. He does. Throws it up, has his man. That's complete. And that's 6 for a touchdown. You saw him open Austin Reed, his second score of the game, and Hamilton identified where he wanted to go, threw a perfect ball up top, and Austin Reed does it again.
Touchdown completion.
39 yards in the end, and the Wolverines in business once again here in the second half.
To attempt the extra point.
Extra point is drilled once again, and it's now 28-0 Wolverines on top.
In the third, still now Wolverines 28, Titans 0.
Channel 2 Action News reporters do more than cover a story. They uncover details no one else finds. Investigating, exposing secrets, cover-ups, corruption, holding the powerful accountable. Investigators who scour through stacks of documents, searching for the truth. Our entire news team investigates for you every day. Channel 2 Action News. Investigative coverage you can count on.
I'm personal injury attorney Neil Flitt. I've helped hundreds of people in Georgia get the settlement that they deserve.
My experience with Neil Flitt office, it definitely was a one-stop shop. They took care of everything.
I was able to come out of debt, get my car fixed, pay a lot of the doctor bills that I incurred.
They just made sure that I got well, and they handled the rest. I would give Neil Flitt 5 stars. If
you've been seriously injured, trust me to get you the money that you deserve. Been hit? Call me Attorney Neil Flitt.
And welcome back on the campus of Northview High School. It is the NFHS Network Game of the Week on WSBTV.com. All about the visitors from West Forsyth. A 28-0 lead. Hamilton to Reed for the second time. And that is where we are as West Forsyth kicks off once again. At the 3, trying to build some momentum going forward. Flag is down in that territory where that'll be coming back. Just got some clarification as to why in the previous drive West Forsyth actually accepted that penalty and was told that they did not ask a coach. They asked the players on the field, and the players on their own just accepted the penalty. So maybe a mistake in the end, but no harm, no foul. In the end, it didn't matter as they did get the stop on that turnover. Penalty will be marked off. More trouble now for the Titans. Monroe with a 37-0 lead over Westover. Taking a look at some scores. Cartersville 24-0 over Gilmer, East Hall 42-7 over Lumpkin County. East Hall very good. Calvary Day leads Wheeler County 35-0. We see the handoff up the middle. Good hole. Running to daylight. All the way past midfield down to the 40. 35. Biggest play of the game for the Northview Titans. Finally. Big time play. Rushing through the defense. You see the speed of Wanze. Emeka held in check up to this point, and he rumbles for about 50 plus. They need points, and they need them in a hurry. Same thing up the middle, this time better, but a good run once again. Eluding the first tackler. Was that A.J. Green?
9-yard pickup by Green.
Yes, it was. Haven't seen much of A.J. The sophomore, another young talent.
Second down and 1.
2nd and 1, approaching the 5-minute mark. Norcross 26-0 over Duluth at the half. McDaniel and Anderson thrown behind Jair. And Jair banged up, holding on to his hip. Seeing if he gets back to the line of scrimmage or if he's coming out. And Jair's coming out. Not a good sign at all. So Anderson comes out. Jordan Dietz hustles in. 3rd and 1. Obvious 4-down territory. Handoff again to Green. Weaves his way through the middle. And AJ with a 1st down to the 14.
Keeps his feet moving. Great hole opened up by Dylan Burns.
Another good drive here by Northview. Quality first drive, not able to convert. They need to convert, though, down 4 scores. Ware County up 44-0 over Bradwell at the half. Here's McDaniels, been a spark. Gives it off to Green. They look to go over left tackle. Good gain. Picks up around 5. So Green now the workhorse. Wanze getting a blow after that long 55 or so yard run. Single receiver up top, 2 down below. Anderson looks to be the slot receiver. Do they go for a slant? No, he goes out. Jair looking up. That's intercepted. A flag is down at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what it is, but it is intercepted in the end zone. And is that Joey Congrove? That'll be declined. Interception is good. So 1st and 10 is West Forsyth does it again. Legal man downfield decline, and it was Luke Lingo on the interception. So this senior with a big play thrown up looking for Anderson. Remember, Jair went out with a little injury previously, maybe still banged up. Now thrown in a great pass. Brilliantly done over Dexter Carter's head. And Zach Burns with another reception. 22 yards on the play. Cannot be any more impressed with Kieran Hamilton. Absolutely carving up this defense. Now he gives it off, and a good hole, a couple of holes. And Quan Miller picks up right around 8. Getting up slowly is Grant Sadler. Kudos to the offensive line. Bradley Clayton up there as well. They've done a phenomenal job all night.
Official timeout on the field for an injury.
They'll make Sadler leave for a play for going down. Hunter Jolly, the junior, will trot on in.
2nd down and 3 for the Wolverines.
2nd down and 3. Couple of receivers up top, 1 down below. You see the 2-back set. We've seen Torgerson and Miller in there a bunch. We're going to have some movement, it looks like. So that'll drive him back 5, and a 2nd now and 8. I think we're watching a West Forsyth team that is improving by the game. Something that Coach Clack certainly wants to see as this team continues to get better and better.
Correction, 2nd down.
Similar play, but he goes up top, does Hamilton. That's a 1st down. And finally tackled at the 41-yard line.
Zach Burns once again on the reception.
Burns, but that's at least his 5th reception, I'd say, of the night.
For a West first down.
And that quiets the crowd once again here at Northview. A beautiful facility. Was on the track earlier. Very cushiony and springy. Run for 2 yards. Tucked away here in Johns Creek.
Ball carrier was Torgerson. Tackle on the play by Sikowski and Macrina.
Sikowski on that tackle.
Gain of 1 makes it 2nd and 9.
And Chewy Macrina as well. South of 3 minutes to go here in the third. 28-0, Wolverines in control. Handoff, Miller. Tries to squirt past one, can't really do it, so it sets up a 3rd and 6. Madison again in there on the tackle.
Finished off by 77, Bo Jackson.
As was Bo Jackson.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd down at 7.
Hamilton's converted a bunch of 3rd downs tonight. Can he do it again? Single back now. Clears it out. Hamilton throws up top, had a man, and it was dropped. Could have been a big gain for Burns. Little bit high on his fingertips, but Zach probably should have pulled that in. Had the potential to go to the distance. So now 4th and 7. Looks like they're going to stay on the field and go for it.
Looks like West will go for it.
Man in motion, that's Torgerson. Hamilton. And a little punt. That's going to bounce on the 5, go all the way in the end zone. So we'll have a change of possession here with 2:01 to go in the third quarter. 28-0 in favor of the Wolverines. You're watching the NFHS Network Game of the Week on WSBTV.com. I'm Justin Hanover. Thanks for joining us. We do it every single Friday night. We've got another good one next week as Roswell and Walton will square off. Corey Steinecker producing, directing, running the show, and Ian Russell, as he does every week, a great job on the camera. Here's McDaniel again. Handoff. And that's a nice gain of about 7.
He's stripped up by number 24, Thomas Rundale. Gain of 9.
McDaniel's done a nice job since coming in. Good, powerful running. That'll pick up the first down. Wanze, some power. High stepping, big thighs up there. Good job. You still see some fight in these Titans. They're certainly not laying down.
Ball out to the Titans, 38, 1st and 10.
First and 10. Good spin move, Wanze.
Wanze, the ball carrier once again, spins ahead for a few more yards.
Final minute, third quarter.
Ball on the 34. 2nd down.
2nd and 3, McDaniel rolls left, rush comes on, throws it up, that's intercepted. West Forsyth rumbling down the field, up to midfield. Thomas Arundel. And a man down here on the near side for West Forsyth. They will take over And a good sign he gets up. That's Reed Bagwell. The corner looks to be okay. Arundel with the interception. 33 seconds to go in the third. And the Wolverines do it again. Better drives for sure by the Titans, but this defense just stiffening when they need to.
33 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Hamilton gives it off. That could be the final play of the quarter. Back to the line of scrimmage. 25 seconds to go.
Torgerson takes the pitch. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage by
Torgerson, no gain. Stikowski on the tackle. No reason to really snap this thing. Looks like they're going to, and they do. Hamilton avoids the rush, rolls out left. Lot of blue jerseys. Stiff arm. And in the end, no gain. Kieran Hamilton throwing that right arm out. 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. It was 21-0 at the half, and it looks like it'll be 28-0 at the end of 3 quarters as West Forsyth looking for the shutout here on the road in region play. 3rd and 10. Hamilton, good pocket set. Throws deflected, incomplete. That's the end of the third. West Forsyth with a 28-0 lead on Northview on WSBTV.com.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Wolverines 28, Titans 0.
Get ready for your day with the Channel 2 Action News Wake Up app. I'm Karen Minton. My favorite part of this app, of course, is the weather button, giving you a complete forecast to help you plan your day. Download the Channel 2 Action News Wake Up app now.
Every day, a journey. The Syrian border, Cuba, the White House, America.
Glad you're okay.
Oh, thank you.
Wherever the story, he's right there.
Back on the job.
Yeah. Because he reports to you. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
You've heard our jingle. So what does that mean? Quick and easy checkout with our cash and carry items found throughout the store. And let our team handle those larger purchases and get them right to your vehicle with the convenience of our loading dock. Enjoy everyday low prices on a large selection of electronics, appliances, and more. And don't forget to ask about our BrandSmart 110% low price guarantee. Discover the BrandSmart way and why it's worth the drive today.
Action. Going up top. And that's incomplete. Dresnahan can't come down with it. So with 11:57 to go, the Titans will take over in good field position. Interesting decision there to not punt it away. You see Wanze in the backfield once again. And Colton McDaniel, this is his half. Gives it off. Wanze. Good job at the line of scrimmage. Goes further. First down to the 44. A lot of yards being piled up by the Titans in this half. Just not able to close the deal and get in the end zone in the end. Again, the handoff. Wanze. Good hole on that right side. And Wanze rumbles for another 9 yards. A.J. Green's going to check in.
Gets it inside the Wolverine 35 to about the 33. Correction, 34.
We appreciate, by the way, all those stats earlier, courtesy of Mike Foster from the Forsyth County News. Good job by Mike to give us those halftime stats. Here's McDaniel. Hands it off. There's Green. A.J. showing a burst and some Barry Sanders-like lateral movements. Down to the 26.
And he picks up a Northview Titans first down.
Yards. Lots of yards. Chewing it up at a time here is Northview. Where's this been? Jair Anderson, the inside receiver, down below. Again, the handoff to Green. And A.J. spinning for 5.
A.J. Green, the ball carrier once again. Behind the great blocking of Andrew Myers and Dylan Burns.
Andrew Myers, Dylan Burns with a good job of blocking on this drive.
On the play by Clint Hall.
See if McDaniel can lead the home Titans into the end zone for the first time. Play fake, rolling left. And he's finally collapsed on at the 19, make it the 20.
McDaniel with the quarterback keeper.
Austin Roper on the play. Austin 7 tackles and a safety against Habersham.
By Eddie Hamilton. Jorgensen and Roper wrap them up. Loss of 1 yard, ball at the 21-yard line, 3rd and 5.
Wasting a lot of time here. Looking to the sideline is Northview. Clock's going to dip under 10 minutes to go in the 4th. 3rd and 5. McDaniel. Good pocket set, plenty of time. It's about to collapse on him. McDaniel rolling around and throwing it. That's incomplete. Colton's got to understand he's got time, but then he's got to get rid of it. Have that clock ticking in your head. It hits 4 or 5. You got to do something with it.
The Titans forces McDaniel to scramble.
4th and 5. Better that was incomplete than complete. Would have been a loss of about 5. This is probably it. Northview has got no choice but to convert here if they want to have any shot at this down 4 scores. You would expect them to look for Anderson in this spot. No, they're going to do the inside handoff. And that is close, and it looks to be short. The outside official is before the line. Where will they spot this ball? It looks to be short, and it is. So once again, West Forsyth bends but doesn't break here in the second half. They gave up yards, but no points. And Northview's defense just slowly plodding coming on that field, hoping they'd come on to some points.
1st and 10 for West on their own 17.
Hamilton again in the shotgun. Play clock's running down. Gives it off. Looked like a hole was going to open up, some good blocking, but then it closed quickly. Gain of 2.
Off goes to Torgerson.
Grant once again on that carry.
Bo Jackson and Brian James.
Bo Jackson, Brian James on the tackle.
3-yard gain puts the ball at the 20.
Expect a heavy dose of the run right here. Very good tackle. Limit much of that gain.
Cameron House wraps him up immediately.
Cameron House. 3rd down. 28-0 West Forsyth. It's been all Wolverines throughout. They returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Joey Congrove, and just rolled from there. Hamilton to Reed a couple of times. Torgerson with a 3-yard touchdown run on the Wildcat. And they've done everything they wanted to do as Hamilton with the keeper, fooling nobody at all. So that'll force a rare West Forsyth punt from right around their own 25.
Tackle on the play by Chewy Macrina and Chike Onluka. Loss of 1 will bring up 4th and 3.
I believe this is the first conventional punt by West Forsyth They had one before by Hamilton. Good snap. Very high punt. No return at all there. Caught at the 45. A lot of hang time involved in that. Tyler Caudle, who actually had a sack against Mill Creek, with a very high punt in the end, right around 30 yards net. You almost feel that the Titans probably deserve a couple of points tonight for these last 3 or 4 drives. One of these times they probably deserve denting the end zone. We'll see, though, if they actually do. McDaniel once again as he took over late first half for Paul Miller. Handoff right to midfield for a gain of 4.
Picks up about 2 yards.
Wanze.
Tackle by Sanders. Ball at the 49, 2nd down and 7. Ball carriers Wanze once again.
Coach Davenport really sticking with the game plan, doing what they do best, not wanting to open themselves up and start chucking the ball around the field, so they continue to run this thing.
Third down and 7 for the Titans.
3rd and 7. Obviously, they'll go for it on 4th down. McDaniel throws, complete. The juke move, and they get down to the 39. Good little pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Pass is complete by McDaniel to number 15.
Evan Siders, the sophomore.
Pass complete to Alan Walker. First and 10 Titans.
3 receivers set up top, 1 down below. Handoff again. Offensive line doing a good job. Ball is loose. Wanze puts it on the turf. And who's come up with it? West Forsyth says they have. Northview says they have. Somebody's going to be wrong. And it looks like it'll stay with the Titans.
While they uncover the pile. Northview regains possession of the fumble.
2nd and 6. Dietz checks out.
Just inside the 35, 2nd down.
Kyler McMichael up top. 3 receivers. McDaniel, again inside handoff. And another good run for a 1st down.
He comes up the left side. Tackled by number 50, DJ Hall, but he picks up a Northview Titans 1st down.
A lot of running yards here as we approach 6 minutes to go in the final quarter. Problem is, it's eating up a lot of clock for the home side. McDaniel, again the handoff. Good job that time by the defensive line. Very well done, Austin Roper. Able to fend off that block, stay home.
Paul makes the tackle. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Time is an enemy here for the Titans. It is rolling downhill against them, still trailing by 28. Handoff again, this time Green. And AJ's going to rumble for a 1st down to the 15.
Behind Andrew Myers. Picks up another Northview Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 ball on the Wolverine 15.
Trying to break the shutout at the bare minimum here of the Titans. Colton McDaniel doing a nice job here in the second half. Handing it off, Green. AJ down to the 9.
Picks up 7 good yards. Second down and 3.
2nd and 3. You've run it this far. Might as well just keep doing what you're doing. Green over the right side, taken down, maybe a gain of a couple.
AJ Green once again up the right side.
Jackson Brantley with the helmet coming off. He checks out. 2nd and goal, or 2nd and 3. Or make that 2nd and goal. 4.5 remaining. Handoff, Green, chopped down. Good job defensively, not letting AJ do much. 3rd down.
Gets the ball down to the 5-yard line.
Chewy McCreena coming in here for a rare offensive set. See if McDaniel can lead this offense in the end zone. Haven't been there all night. Just short. He's going to be down. Green tackled at the 1. So it'll be a 4th and goal. And now you see the beef come in. Bo Jackson's coming on in. They're going to bring the heavy package and just try and ram this thing down the throats of the Wolverines and get in the end zone. Couple of receivers spread all the way wide. And a timeout is called defensively by West Forsyth as they try and keep that shutout alive. The heavy package came in. Coach Clack said, let's talk about it. They still have 2 more timeouts to go. They're going to try and keep this shutout alive.
Stopped by Jimmy John's at 3630 Peachtree Parkway. Or get it online at jimmyjohns.com today. Once again, let's give a big round of applause to Pep cheerleading squads here this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Lambert now with a 35-7 lead. So Lambert looking like they possibly may be the class of Region 6. We saw them win at Alpharetta last week in a nice comeback. They're about to improve to 4-0. And South Forsyth will probably join them as they were all over Chattahoochee. And the winner here, probably West Forsyth, will improve to 3-1 a game back. So it's a 4th and goal. Maybe the final chance to get on the board. Rumble in. I don't even know what happened on that play. They do get in the end zone. A lot of moving parts there. So finally, the Titans on the board here with 3:45 remaining. Something to cheer for the home side. Extra point. Put up and good. 28-7 Wolverines late in the 4th.
is against the Titans. False start. 5-yard penalty backs it up. Retry the kick. Extra point kick by Ryan Williams is up and good. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game.
So there was a penalty and a re-kick on the extra point. That was up and good. So it's 28-7, 3:45 to go. I guess you could say stranger things have happened. It's a 3-score game. Still almost 4 minutes to go. Probably have to try the onside kick. Taking a look at some other scores, Alpharetta clinging to a 34-28 lead over Habersham Central. Archer 42-7 over Parkview. I can't believe this is actually a legitimate score, but with that said, in the third quarter, Mays leading at Lovejoy 18-4. Couple of safeties for Lovejoy. Roswell all over Milton 49-3. Milton was up in that thing 3-0. Norcross shutting down Duluth 26-0. Hillgrove continuing Marietta's misery 40-14. And Collinsville 56-0 over Meadow Creek. Taking a look at Johns Creek, they are still tied at 14. Not an update on that against Centennial at the half. Grayson at the half leads Berkmar 70-6. The Grayson Rams are pretty good. I think they showed that against Archer, and they're showing they're still pretty good. Mickey Kahn doing another great job. Jones County beat Grovetown 42-7, so Jones County, after that loss against Northside Warner Robins, they get back on the horse. South Forsyth 40-3 over Chattahoochee. Are they going to go onside? It looks like they're kicking this thing deep. Not really sure why they would, but let's see. And they do. And they kick it out of bounds for the penalty.
Williams goes out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
I guess they somewhat have waved the white flag if they're not going to onside kick in that situation. Lithia Springs miseries continue, trailing 50-0 to Alexander at the half. Cambridge 21-7 over Kell. And in the third quarter, Clark Central leads Appalachia 2-0. Something's in the water in the state of Georgia. Still 2 timeouts remaining for each side. Here's Hamilton. Fakes the throw, the run, loss of a yard.
So Jackson, number 77, rides him to the ground. Loss of 1.
Haven't mentioned Fareed Nana Yabo as he checks out, the sophomore running back and D-back. Timeout called with 3:29 to go. Northside Warner Robins improves to 5-0. They win at Greenbrier 44-6. Mill Creek 21-0 in the fourth at North Gwinnett. North Gwinnett certainly not playing like years past. The Mill Creek Hawks, though, they seem for real. And when you factor in how they downed this West Forsyth team 51-13 in the opener, it shows to you how for real they actually are. But again, I think it's fair to say the Wolverines have improved incrementally. They just keep getting better and better. Second and 11. Northview down to 1 timeout. 1 first down would just about do it. Very simple handoff up the middle. Gain of 1. If you're Northview, you might as well now burn your final one. And they do.
Raced up from the secondary to stop it. Gain of about 1. Ball sits at the 35. 3rd down and 10.
And look at Brookwood, the Brookwood Broncos, who have not had the greatest of years, with a 23-0 lead at the half against South Gwinnett. Pass up top, that's a well-thrown ball and a first down. Kieran Hamilton just drops that out of the sky perfectly. And that's complete. And that should almost just about do it with 2:45 remaining.
Pass gets the ball into Northview territory. First down for West.
Broxton, I believe, on the catch. You run it 3 times, you don't get a first down, you're talking about seconds, and that's a good run over the right side. And it's another first down.
And off goes to Clay Crocker.
Clay Crocker rumbles for right around 13.
Tackle on the play by Chico.
Well, make it more like 11.
Ball now sits at the Titan 30.
Chike Nwanze, Emeka's twin brother. They actually have triplets there with a sister as well. Emeka and Chika. No rush at all for Hamilton. And he bobbles it. Very smart decision. Just lay down.
Bobble on the snap. Hamilton, the quarterback.
The junior extremely composed, converted a ton of 3rd downs. Smart heads-up play right there. Cannot be more impressed with what West Forsyth has done. They've shut it down a little bit here in the second half offensively, but they've deserved that for building up that big lead. Very simple handoff, straight up the middle. Quan Miller.
And off to Quan Miller.
1.5 minutes remaining.
Tackle on the play by number 38, Kevin Sikowski, and 44, Brock Madison.
Another tackle for Sikowski and Madison. Both guys have really been on a lot of plays tonight.
No gain on that play. 3rd and 15.
Glenn Academy knocked off Richmond Hill 49-7. Final minute remaining. Calhoun 60-3 over Ringgold in the 3rd. Handoff going on the left side. Can they rumble for another first down to make it academic? That's going to be close. Quan Miller, and I believe he does get it. We'll have to see.
Knocked out of bounds by Chike Odeluka.
Chike with another tackle. And the referee, Steve Camps, signals first down, and that'll do it. Job well done for West Forsyth. They'll snap it one more time and call it a night. Handoff, Crocker.
Play Crocker, the ball carrier. 67, Joey Hahn.
And the clock's going to stop at 33 seconds, so we'll get one more snap.
30 seconds remaining.
As you see, big number 64, Grant Sadler, come in for this final snap.
Ball at the 25-yard line for the Titans. 2nd down and 8.
Clock's running. Well, looks like they don't have to snap it again. 10 seconds remaining in a very impressive performance by the West Forsyth Wolverines. They're going to win this thing 28-7, up 21-0 at the half, 28-0 after 3 quarters. The Wolverines improved to 3-2 overall, 3-1 in Region 6. They'll fall a game still behind Lambert and South Forsyth. Northview, they're 3-2, 2-2 overall. They've lost their 2nd consecutive game, and they'll drop to the middle of the pack in Region 6. So a kickoff return for a touchdown by Joey Congrove, a couple of touchdown passes, Hamilton to Austin Reed, and we had Grant Torgerson with a Wildcat touchdown in the 3rd quarter. That was all West Forsyth would need. They finally allowed a touchdown with 3:45 to go. Job well done by Adam Clack, his whole staff, and the West Forsyth Wolverines, as they will win their 3rd consecutive game. We'll see you next week. It'll be Roswell and Walton.